Good morning, dear hearts. Happy warm up Sunday. It's Ms.D here. Just getting ready to warm up to do some art journaling for today and relaxing. Thought I'd just keep on with the Sunday warm up with you all. Invite you in to watch me clean the desk and get ready for a little crafting, journaling, whatever comes up. On Sunday, I do kind of soul journaling, whatever comes up out of my soul. I just go ahead and do, or some crafts that I had thought about during the week. The warm up Sundays help me get ready for the week, and I want you to get ready with me, and we'll just chit chat. And the desk is better than last week, but still full of things. And so, what I thought I'd do today was collage a little bit and get rid of the stuff on the desk. Whatever's on the desk is free for me to collage with. So, let you get a little look. This is what we're looking at. All the way over to the corner, all within my power to be able to create with today. So first things first, I'm going to organize just a little bit to be able to get down to the page that I want to craft. I think my warm-up Sunday is inspired today by a fellow crafter, Pam, from the Paper Outpost. I was watching a few of her videos, and she was playing with paper and doing some neat things with paper. There's a couple of things I saw her do that I want to do. So after I get down to where I can do a craft, I think I'm going to do one inspired for her. What I'm doing here is there's an image on this book page, and I saved the images for when I'm working. So I'm just going to cut a few of these images and save them. The rest of the paper, I think I'm going to go ahead and collage with. I pulled this from a book of garden designs, and it looks like it's full of images. My goodness. My goodness. Thought this was going to be just rip these pages up, but the garden book is full of images. So I'm just going to snip a few. Ones that are interesting to me. And we'll use the paper in the collage, the rest of the paper. It's not often that I have books that have images that I want to save. And so I pulled from the wrong book this morning because I actually like these. It's all right. Get two things done at one. Have some images to fussy cut later and some collage paper for now. It's cute, actually. So how you doing? Are you crafting today? Getting ready for the week? It's the end of Black History Month, so I do kind of want to do something in honor of that in my crafting today. So I'm hoping to get down to crafting really soon here. It's been an interesting month, hasn't it? Interesting week for me. Been a little out of sorts, you could say. Kind of, I'm going to keep all these little itty bitties together, and I'm just going to collage them all right on a page, and that'll clean this mess up. Oh, look at that. That's a stack of big papers. Images that I might use later. Oh, we got to the page pretty fast, Just get these out the way. Save that whole page. And the rest looks like it'd be free for all for collaging. Not going to save every image I see. But this one I might have to. Nice and big. All right. It's going to be a quicker process than I thought. I'm trying something different with the light. We usually have a glare on my work, so I turned the ceiling light off and just have a light directly on the desk, and I'm hoping that that's going to work out. So I'm just going to do this warm up with this lighting. Okay. Looking pretty good. I think this is good enough to begin the process with. So I'm in my big paper bag journal that I made. You've been seeing me work in this one for a little bit. Got some images laying in here I want to play with. When I get it all done, we'll take a flip through it. But now I'm down to a clear page. Look at that. That was pretty quick. So what I think I want to do is just warm up. And that means just glue and stick things down. One of the things I saw Pam on the Outpost do is she took some pages and she just cut different sizes of paper and glued them down on a book cover she made. It was really cool. So I'm going to go with some of that. Now she trimmed all the sides of hers off, but this was a little book with little borders on the outside, so I'm not going to trim those off. That may be enough to cover this one page right there. Instead of putting decoupage down, I'm going to stay inspired by Pam, and she likes her good old trusty glue stick. I'm using a different brand than she does. I'm using just a regular office work purple glue stick. And I'm just going to glue the page and add those papers. Find this a real good warm-up because it's mindless. You just cleaning the desk, getting rid of scraps and bits, yet being creative. So gets me ready to do some creative art, journaling, or painting, whichever. Oh, that was Mimi coming in. Let me see what she wants. What do you need? Is the power out? No, why you think? Oh, it's on, but maybe some of the switches are off because my coffee maker didn't come on. Will you hit the switch? That was Mimi, my granddaughter, and I'm glad she came in. The Keurig didn't come on when I came in the craft room today, and she just asked, "Is the power out?" And I'm like, "No," but that means one of the fuse got triggered. I'm going to distress these little pieces of paper. Let's use some tea dye to do the edges. Make some pop out. I was watching Pam do this. She was doing them one at a time, and I was thinking to myself, do a few of those. You can get done faster. So I'm going to try to, oops, let me get that in the right space. Can you see all that, what I'm doing? Okay. So let's take a few of these pages and ink them up at it together to make the process a little faster. Now the idea with this is to lay them down in different angles. That ended up upside down. And I'm going to take after Pam. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to let that be. Just go with the flow. Ink up a few more. Yeah, I was starting to tell you it's been interesting week for me. I've been a little out of sorts. Can't really put my finger on what's going on, how I'm feeling. But not my normal happy-go-lucky self. Just I don't know, feeling out of sorts. Can't put my finger on it, and not trying to name depression or sadness or any of that. But I did find a picture of Stacy, my daughter that passed away last year, and that might have something to do with it. I find myself really missing her. Feeling like not everybody really understands that, yeah, it's been a year since she's passed, but off and on, it still takes me out. It's really interesting. I'm not the kind of person that wallows in things, but her death has really been different for me. At the oddest times, I find myself just missing her. Now, I have some interesting shapes over here. I'm just matching and laying them over. And I'm not going to worry about how glued down they are too much, because at the end I am going to put Mod Podge on it. Get that a little darker. Still feels wet, so that's good. I want to get some different papers onto. The glue kind of drying fast, so I got to work a little faster. I want to play with some of these different colored papers. These are the kind that she was cutting the ends off and just keeping the text blocks. So I'm going to do that because I could use that later. I like that way it's aged. This came from an old book. It's pretty, the aging. I'm trying to get all different random shapes. I could tell you I like Mod Podge a little better. This glue stick is this paper is delicate. I gotta be a little more gentle. Drying up a little fast for me. Oh, that's pretty contrast. Let's get this one up, right side up. I may switch gears in a second and get my Mod Podge earlier than I thought. Trying to make sure I get one sheet at a time. Yeah, in dealing with all the emotion I was feeling this week, I found myself pulling away, not wanting to deal with people. And of course, you know, I have to work. Thank God, I work a short week. I work 4 days a week. And so I couldn't wait for the week to end this week. Just wanted to just vegetate, I guess. I didn't really want to do anything. Um, I don't know if it's all about the loss I've suffered, or is it the time we live in with all this stay home, stay safe. Gotta tell you, I did sneak out, hung out with my daughter yesterday, and that kind of helped take my mind and think about nothing, which was cool. Okay, I wanna. How's this looking to you with the lighting this way? Is this too dark? I got this bag of papers. I want to put some of these in there. I want to get rid of all these little bits. This has already been decoupaged. I feel like I want some of this music paper to end up on here at the end, but I think that I'll make that like an overlay. Just want to use up whatever's on the desk. This page is not going to be perfectly uniformed. It's whatever papers are on the desk. Then I'll do some arting over the top. See. This is an interesting piece. What side do I like it? This way. It's kind of collaging. And since this paper is blank, I think I'll lay one this way so it doesn't look like it's the only one. And maybe one down here. And over here. Now I'm just filling in the holes. I had some line paper in this little baggie. Let's use it too. Let's get some interesting shapes with that too. Okay. It's going pretty quick getting this down. It's looking interesting. Okay. Couple little spaces. She actually met Pam on the Paper Outpost actually made a book cover out of this kind of collaging. It was really beautiful. I loved it. I find her channel inspires me a lot. So thank you, Pam. She's pretty funny. A real cracker. Got some more of this deep, dark page. Okay. I could have did bigger pieces and gotten done faster, but it's not about fast. It's about warming up my little juices. Okay. Put a little color in some of those. That stark white doesn't work for me so much. Okay, a couple little spaces. Later, I have some that are little round shapes that I think I'm going to play with over the top, but this spot will be a good spot for something like that. Nice. Okay. And then just a couple more spaces. Yeah, the glue stick dries up a little fast for me, so next time I think I'll Mod Podge. Just trying to fill all the holes. I think I'm going to overlap some of these and fill that whole space up. Inking the edges helps bring out anything that you ink the edges. It pops a little more to me. That's a big piece. And yeah, we'll see if I put this video up, see if it's too dark or not. One of those round pieces would be nice there. I'll do that when I get to playing with the rounds. But I think that's pretty good that we covered the majority of that. This is what it's looking like. Okay. Then the plan is, and I think I'll start with the Mod Podge from here. I'm going to overlay scraps on top of this and use this as like a background. And I'm just going to pick up pieces that are on the desk. In the process, lay all the little edges down that didn't lay down. This is a piece left from cutting whole circles out. That'll be a little delicate. Some of my paper is old book paper, and it's pretty fragile. And I'm a rough crafter. I go at it pretty hard. I'll try to be a little more gentle. With the old book pages. I wanted to get some music on there. It's just a music sheet that I photocopied. I like the torn edges. Oh, I want to. Nice, nice. Adds a little something every time I see the music page pieces. Add something to the pages for me. Some people like the ink. I like the music sheets. I like the ink too. And I'm laying these just loosely in any angle over top of what we had already collaged down. It's looking pretty good. Okay, a little more music, a little more music. I hope you're crafting with me, warming up with me. Hopefully these videos can be a video that you start out with before you start your craft sessions. Just sitting and doing mindless collaging, mindless gluing. It's a good warm-up. Really starting to like the way this is looking. And go here. It's going to be a quick warm-up because the basics is already done. Sling around the edges, making sure we got those down. checking to make sure I have all the edges down tight. I will trim at the end, but I want to make sure all the edges are down. All right, that looks pretty good, pretty good. Let's see. Still got scraps. I thought I was going to add some circles. Let me see what kind of circles I have left. I'm going to do off camera another collage just to get these things off the desk. Here's a pretty colorful circle. I'm going to wait with that. Let's put you to the side. Thought I had some, ooh, look at that old music paper. Gotta use that, gotta use that. It's very old and fragile. It wants to be a corner piece. But I'm not gonna allow for that. Really old and fragile. I like it when the edges are more ragged. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, then I had a couple images that I thought I'd put on there. Let's see. We have the circle, we have a girl in a circle, just plain circles, colored circles, circle, circles. Oh yeah, I was planning on playing with some circles. Don't want to overdo it, but I am going to put some more of these scraps on this page. Don't know if I quite found when to stop. Now it's adding a little color. And then I did want to play with the circle, so let's play circle. Did I want that brighter color, though? Oh, here we go. There's some lined paper cut into a circle, and since we had lined paper, I think that'll work. Little thicker paper, so it's going to take a little more Mod Podge and a little pressure from me. I'm wanting to use the muted colors, looks like. The back has the lines and the front has the color. Go with the color. It's a muted color. Down there. Okay. Got a lot of these blue circles and white. Let's do a white one. And then I don't see one with words. So I think I really want one with words. So I think I'm going to punch one with words. Just because I want one. So how I make the circles is I have a handy dandy hole punch, circle punch. And I think I got a couple of that time. That's good. That was a folded piece of paper. I want to make sure let's see if I can pull it apart without destroying it. Oh, it's 3. Okay, let's do you here. The words are pretty in the circle form on it. I'm feeling warmed up. I'm feeling creative. Doesn't take long. Doesn't take long. Okay. And that's a pretty background in the making, right? Got that little bit of orange over there, so I feel like we need to get a splash in one of the other corners just to make it look like it belongs. Get down there. Like I said, I'll cut the ends off when it dries. All right, that looks pretty good. Then there was one other thing I was thinking. Is I have a stamp. Do I want to stamp that? No. I think I'll let that dry as it is. I'll let that dry, call that warmed up. And then come back to the page later and do more once it's dry. Do an image or something over it. How'd that feel to you, dear hearts? Did that feel like a warm-up session that really helped you out? Feels good to me. I have more little itty bits on the desk, not too many. And so I think I'm going to take these and make another collage just to use those up. But I'm going to do that off camera without you. And call that Warm Up Sunday. Here's what we did. That's upside down, but you get to see it. Pretty, right? All right, dear hearts, have a beautiful Sunday. I will see you soon. definitely will see you next Sunday for a warm-up Sunday, but you might see me through the week as I'm crafting um, away. I may come back and show you some of the crafts that I'm doing. For now, dear hearts, thank you for being here. Have a great day.